Good seeing you. Good seeing you. I don't pray that. That's my girl, nigga. I keep it real.
Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go and walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me. It didn't work, bitch. I'm still alive, motherfucker. That's right. You can't kill me, motherfuckers.
I be dead on his ass like Spencer for fucking hire. I hunt him down and feed him his own testicles, and I do it in a jiffy. And I don't care if it's mama to ass, grandmama, innocent bystanders, little kids, babysitters, bill collectors, whatever. I leave his whole block filled with hot brass if I have to. And you know why? Because I just don't give a fuck.
Yes, sir. What it do? What it do? It's the LOC with the RNC episode 46. We in the building today. Got a special guest. You know what I'm saying? Repping BluntRap ENT. Excuse me.
Yep.
Step, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Real relaxed.
Oh yeah, I feel it. This is
Yes,
weekend
sir.
vibes. Weekend vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we about to chop it up about a lot of stuff today, man. I hope y'all ready, man. But first off, we want to get to know you a little better, G, because, man, I see you got BluntRap ENT going on. You got BluntRap Sports. I see you doing, like, collabs and stuff. BluntRap TV. Man, you working, bro. You everywhere.
Working.
I be seeing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Here
guess
for it.
I just want to, just get to know a little bit more about you, because you out here, keeping the black man journey alive out here, man. I respect it.
Yeah, man. It started just my love for music, but in that journey, God then put me in other lanes. I'm about just creating content. If we talking about sports, I want to talk about the GOATs, the history of it, the truth.
Right.
If we talking about things that's going on in the world, I want to discuss it. You know what I mean? I want to talk about God. I want to talk about our history as black people, period. So I think at this point, I'm just about content. Content is like money to me right now.
Yeah, I
The
feel
more
that.
content, the more riches.
I love it.
But all this whole journey began just me, my love for music. And I never forget, I think I was like 18, 19. And when you get to that age where you feel like you gotta do something in life.
Correct.
It was getting to that point where I knew Mom Dukes was gonna hit me with you gonna have to go somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life. So I
Right.
started feeling like, I don't know if people familiar with the song Jay-Z had back in the day with Scarface and Beanie Siegel called This Can't Be Life. And I
Yep.
remember Jay was like, he was talking about the artist that was out blowing up and he was still scratching on the block. And he was like, I'm going to be a failure. And it always stuck to me. So I remember I was laying in the bed and I was feeling like, damn, I'm going to be a failure. I don't know what I want to do.
Right.
And God, he spoke to me, like his conscience, like he spoke to me. He was like, you're going to use music as a way to express yourself, period. That was the beginning. It wasn't all, but that was the spark. I never forget it. I was laying in the bed. That thought came to me. I called two of my friends, and I used to be shy with my music. I used to write little raps, but I wasn't as confident. So what I did was, just to make sure the voice I heard was serious, I called my two friends, and I was like, I'm gonna lead a rap on the answer machine, and y'all call me back and tell me.
Right.
So one of my friends heard it. He wasn't really sold on it. It kind of discouraged me. I was like, maybe this wasn't God that told me that.
Right.
And then I called my other friend. And when I called my other friend, he was excited. He said, bruh, we not working for nobody. Write for me. This is what we gonna do. And the excitement in his voice made me realize this was my calling. And that was back in 2004. And we in 2022, I'm still on the same journey today that God had put in me at that time. It saved my life. That one thought saved my life.
Respect to that.
Man, I love
Respect
it.
to that.
Man.
That's a good story, man.
Yeah, the power of music, bro.
'Cause we over here, man, we love music and anything, with the rap, that shit lives with us, you know what I'm saying? The lyrics and bars. And after you sent me, what was it, the hash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I knew Lyrical MCs, G. You hear me? Lyrical MCs. Y'all are totally different from what the industry got going on today.
Shout out to Al Hayes. That's who was on that song with me. He actually my brother. We grew up. He was in the group that I originally started from that single thought.
Right.
He part of the person that he was one of the group members. He rap every once in a while. We make songs just so I could motivate him. We made that song, and when we made that song, I don't know why he said, I'm thinking about hash or something like that. And when he thought of hash, I always remembered the scene on Harlem Nights when Della Reese tell Rev, why you ain't got no hash or something. We used that sample in the beginning. Even on the artwork, it's Red Fox and Della Reese on the cover. You know,
classic.
Classic. That was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
She be like, he be like, what'd he tell her? Oh, shut the fuck up. You know how they talk shit to each other. But it was a classic scene, and I don't think Della Reese get the love she deserved as a comedian and actress.
You are right. She's definitely a legend, man.
For sure, man. Hilarious back in the day.
I see my man Dre done checked in. What's up, Dre?
Ain't too much, man. Sorry, I'm late.
Family.
Sorry.
Oh, you good?
You was out there doing that grown man work outside, boy. Getting that sweat on.
Like we was just introducing, I guess. Dre, this is Step. This is Dre.
And walk to the right.
What's up, brother? What's up?
Yeah, man, we just chopping it up. We was just chopping it up real quick.
Okay.
But like I was saying, man, oh, you good, G? You good? Yeah, man. So, where are you originally from, G? Like, where you from originally?
Anybody outside of where I'm from, I always say the DMV. If I'm out of town, the DMV, because I grew up in the PG County, Maryland area.
Yes, sir.
And anybody that know, we could walk across the street and we in Southeast.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like I just grew up in that PG County, DC area. I still got love for VA. I didn't Alexandria, Richmond Highway. I feel like we didn't touch the whole place.
Yeah.
But if I had my original home, Oxon Hill, Maryland, Temple Hills, Maryland.
Okay.
You come right here. Yeah. My bad, John.
Oh, you good?
Yeah. So
I
rep the whole thing, the whole DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
See, that's home. That's home right there.
Right. That's right in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, for sure.
My sister even graduated from Hampton University, so.
Oh, I went to ODU, yes, sir.
Oh, you went to Hampton?
I went to ODU, Old Dominion.
Oh, ODU. Okay.
Yeah, it's out of Norfolk.
Okay, yeah. When I think of Norfolk, or when I think of where Pernell Whitaker from?
I think he's either from Virginia Beach or Norfolk.
Okay, yeah.
He
gotta claim that, even though I ain't.
Oh, absolutely, man.
I gotta claim Sweet Pea is from the DMV.
Yeah, facts.
Facts. Yeah,
100%,
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, see, y'all really deep into the music game or whatever. So when you was coming up, like, who was the artist that you listened to and kind of like, your favorite artist or made you like write like, damn, yeah, he was spitting some ill shit like that? Who would you listen to?
It's two of them. It's really three. But my style wise, I patterned really by two. I'm a Tupac guy, you know what I mean? But it's hard to duplicate that energy, man. Like Pac, the only one that came close with energy, I think DMX. But I patterned a lot of my style, man. I was heavily influenced. Like I tell people all the time, hip hop artists, they raised me. I might not met all of them, but they still raised me as far as the lessons in their music. And one of the ones that raised me, who was like a big brother to me, was Nas.
Yeah.
Because he was so cool. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. He come from an element that a lot of people don't survive, but he was intelligent. So I was always intrigued. Like, damn, he cool, he street, but he real intelligent. And I used to just watch Nas. I used to like the mystery of Nas. He had a certain level of mystique to him. Yeah, and I always watched them. So I say Nas, man. I ain't even fixed my chipped tooth because of Nas.
Hey, that's big up. That's big up.
That's my man right there. I remember back in the day, I think it was 2001, when the Takeover came out,
Mm.
and I was in 10th grade, and I remember everybody in school was, he done. It's over for Nas. It's through. I was the only one in school telling people, no, Esco coming back. He too intelligent. He cooking up, and he came back with the ether.
Yo,
And boy, were you right, sir.
He came back with the ether. And
Ate him.
we know with the ether has become a word in our culture now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ether is a word we didn't
Yep.
even know what ether means
Yep.
until
That
Nas
happened.
came out with that. And it was
Directly related to that situation.
Mhm.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I say Nas. I like Scarface too. I always love Face because Face is just
he's very underrated.
very
Oh,
underrated.
definitely.
Always gonna be considered in the GOAT conversation.
Mhm.
I feel like Scarface is in the category of one of the most influential. You know, he one of the most influential. And believe it or not, I believe it. Like I'm a spiritual person. Everything lead back to God.
Right.
Period. At the end of the day, no matter what we do, everything lead back to God. And I feel like
Facts.
for me, Scarface had one of the most important songs in hip hop history with God. If you look at the video, I seen a man die.
Mhm.
That was real deep because in our environment, it's a lot of violence, it's a lot of crime. People feel like they born into that lifestyle. So when you look at that video, when the dude was on his deathbed, the message, even in his life, like what Face tell him, if you got beef with God, you need to patch it up.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't really pay attention to how important that song really was. Like that, to me, that was one of the most spiritual songs in hip hop.
Right.
Like, what's your
Right.
one-on-one
100%.
relationship? Because we all sin, we
Yeah,
all made
you're right.
mistakes. That was a powerful song that don't really get a lot of credit. Like his storytelling in that song,
Yeah.
the life you live, what he said,
Top
you
notch.
took this life, but your memory you never take. And the life you live will reflect in your mother's space.
See
That's
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying?
Man, it's deep.
Deep
You
as
know,
hell.
it's deep.
Yeah, you could tell he put his, his whole soul and stuff into his lyrics. His whole life into his
Mhm.
lyrics, bro. When he
And he
was
never
spitting.
stopped. He never, like, Face is in many eras.
Mm-hmm.
He in many
Mhm.
eras. And I feel like Face to this day never sound outdated.
You right.
Mhm.
Like, it's a lot of great hip-hop artists from the old school that I respect, but they kind of sound outdated sometimes, like with the sound and just, I feel like
Right.
Face never really lost touch.
Yeah.
Right.
He never lost touch.
Yeah, that's
I
fact.
agree, man.
Those
I
my
agree.
three. Those
Okay.
are my three.
Hey, that's a good 3, G. That's a
I
good
love
3
it.
right there. Cause you said Nas, look at what Nas is today. You know what I'm saying?
Nas giving you King Disease 1 and 2. They
Easily.
considering that a
man.
classic.
Easily.
They considering that a classic. And I love hip hop. We can talk about hip hop all day.
Oh, facts. Hey.
It'd be about timing. Like, I think, first of all, Nas made a smart move by getting with Hit Boy.
Yeah.
More modern sound.
100%.
More modern. He always had flow, but sometimes Nas used to get criticized for his production.
Right.
So once he got with Hit Boy, and then when King Disease came out, it came out at the heart of COVID when people was isolated, couldn't come outside. And Nas got listening music, so it hit.
Yep.
It hit. It hit people that didn't even, the youth that didn't really listen to Nas. It's like, hold on, this guy, like he that guy for real. And it's like for him to be this old in his career and to still be dropping classics.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to drop music, but to be dropping classics.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man. Hip hop is a young man's game. I always say it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So for him to be in his 40s still at that elite level is
And they
unheard
can't mess
of.
with him. They can't mess
Unheard
with him.
of.
Can't touch him.
Right. He's an anomaly for real.
Yeah. He's the same. Another person we got to highlight with Jada Kiss did
Oh,
in
man.
the verses.
Yo.
The whole shout out
Remember
to
I
the
Let's
called
whole
this
talk about
dude.
this. I want to
Remember I
talk about
called
this.
this dude.
We got to run this back.
Yeah,
So,
we do.
This
We
verse,
do.
not only, I give this man hats, props off to Jada, because not only did he not have the background music or lyrics playing, this man had the wind control, the breath control, and he remembered every lyric. He even did the Biggie freestyle.
And the wit.
Yeah.
He had the wit.
Yeah.
He knew what to say. Like this one, I knew it was over. Cause I'm a Dipset fan.
Right.
I grew up as a
Yeah, for
when
sure.
the verses first. I mean, I know Jada and them is a problem. Like even it didn't take the verses for me to know lyrically, no, they not messing with Jada, but
Right.
Dip got the type of music that I'm like, y'all sleeping. This is Dip. They about to remind people, but it showed you gotta have that natural camaraderie. The Locks never lost it.
Yeah.
Dipset, they all doing their own thing. They didn't have it, but this one I knew the battle was over. When Cam played the record, "We from New York City,"
Yeah.
Jump with Jay, everybody was going off. And what Jay to do? He played the "We from New York," and he killed.
The Ja Rule, yep.
Once he did that one, I said, you know what? And I think that versus anybody that's in hip hop, especially artists like myself, we got education that night. We realized that it's more to hip hop or the artistry than just going to the booth making a song. Who can perform it?
Who can move that crowd?
Who can move the crowd? Jada showed what an MC really is.
Exactly.
A master of ceremony. That's what he did that night. He let people know it's levels. And sometimes you get your reward, God timing, you can't compete with it. Now Jada, the young respect Jada. Even people that don't even listen to that type of music, they know who Jada is.
Yeah, for sure.
And when they see him, they're presenting him with flowers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
exactly.
It was just good for me to see a hip hop legend who been slept on. Jada been one of the most slept on. He been telling people he top 5 dead or alive his whole career.
Easily.
He proved that he's special. He's special. And not to take nothing away, because Styles P and Sheik, they played their part. They special too.
Oh yeah.
They special. You know what I'm saying? They know they role. And Styles did his thing Styles and Sheik did their thing that night too.
Oh yeah, with the presence, like of moving the crowd. You know, when Styles P and Jada was back to back doing their verses.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna get the crowd.
But you know, people consider Jada Kiss. People consider, like, it's a few people like they going Jada and Styles considered one of the greatest duos. Nas and AZ.
Oh man.
Ghostface Killer, Raekwon.
Yep.
Mobb Deep, Bun B, you know, the 8-Ball MJ. But Styles and Jada, they one of the greatest duos ever, man.
Easily.
They kind of invented the people wasn't going by, like they got songs where they going
back and forth. Yeah.
They the best at doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Top
that
tier
was a
when it
hip
comes to
hop.
doing
That was a monumental moment in hip hop history.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite verses. Like,
I think that was my favorite one.
Because
that was my
favorite.
It's
top 3 for me. It's top 3. It might be the best.
Who was your other 2?
I can't think of any off the Gucci Jeezy.
Oh yeah, Gucci Jeezy was like
there.
that.
Was up there. Yeah.
Gucci Jeezy was like that.
Those are the 2 that stick out to me as being like, yo, this is actually happening right now.
Because it had a competitive edge with it. It had a competitive edge.
I told niggas the pod before this.
You did.
I said Jadakiss about to show his ass.
Yeah,
I said in particular, I love the Locks as a whole. I love Dipset as well. But I said Jadakiss about to show these people he is not one to be fooled around with. And lo and behold, man, it happened.
He might be the most dangerous MC in the game right now. And it's been that way. Even back in the day, I study it, man. Like, Jay was putting Beanie Siegel in front of him.
Yeah.
And Rough Riders and Rockefeller used to. Jay was like, and that's why you gotta respect Jay, because he know the politics. He was conducting himself like, you know how boxers got that arrogance where they feel like you too small to fight me.
Yeah.
You're not big enough. Jay was using that to his advantage. He's like, Jada, Beanie Siegel, you handle this problem right here. I ain't messing with him. So Jada been dangerous for a long time, and I think the verses just solidified. I don't think Jada is going to ever have problems in hip hop lyrically against somebody else. It's over.
They said after the verses,
nobody is messing with.
They said after the verses, his streams shot up. So, you know, that just shows
and he was able to reconstruct this deal. I just recently heard that he was able to, because sometimes when you got the people on your side, you could leverage things the way you want to.
100%.
That's facts.
Or the people gonna be like, we gonna stop messing with your stuff.
Yeah. That's facts.
Jada know, y'all better reconstruct this before I tell the fans y'all not
Right.
treating me right.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
he got the type of fans that'll be like, okay, well, we'll just go to Jada's site and buy directly from him if y'all want to act up.
Yeah, that's facts.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, from there, man, while we talking about lyrics and stuff, so what do you like doing more? You like performing more, or you like the artistry of, you know, crafting the song or the body of work? Like, which one would you like?
Cause I even make most of our beats too. So
Okay.
I be telling people like that's a whole, as an artist, when I'm making music and writing, I'm Step. But when I'm cooking up that beat, I'm Boogie Montana.
Ooh,
You know,
okay.
it's two different entities.
Yeah,
Honestly, I like creating the music more. You know what I mean? Because writing music come from pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We might write songs that's happiness, but I got a lot of pain in my music. So I got to go through the trauma to get the song complete.
Yeah.
True.
You know, and you could go through different emotions when you do that. But creating the music, and I'm one of those Kanye West babies. I do the soul sampling. And when you do the soul sampling, you get to go research Black music as a whole. So sometimes me and my team, we get together, we have meetings where we study music, and I might tell them like we might have a week where we studying all 90s R&B, just classic 90s R&B, and then I might hear something and cook it up. So I like creating the actual music. That's the best process, but it's no high than performing and knowing people feeling it.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta give like back then I was ignorant. I used to think that I could just go perform, and then I had a couple of, it's tougher than you think.
Yeah.
I remember my father used to tell me, shout out to the BluntRap Bird. He used to be like, man, you gotta get your team. Y'all gotta practice. Y'all gotta get in the attic and go through it.
Right.
And once we was going through it, I never forget, we was having practices like 3 days a week, and we had a performance back in the day. It used to be this club called Expo, Club Expo in DC, where they had throw little events, and it was a lot of people that day. Our parents was out there, and we were so confident because we was practicing so much that it spilled over. And I seen the trans in people's eyes. Like our music, we seen people like really listening, like it was touching their soul. And when I seen that type of power, it was no high like the feeling of performing.
I love it, bro. Yeah.
I had to ask, because some people say they're like, you know what I'm saying, getting in there and using their mind for the artistry to build it. But when you performing, it's a whole different high, because people really fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Fucking with the vibe and all of that. And once you grab that crowd, man, you feel like you're unstoppable on the mic.
And you can't play with that performance, because I remember we went to New York back in the day. It was supposed to be like the lady who was setting it up. It was at a club called Brooklyn Nights in Brooklyn. It was supposed to be like A&Rs from like sub record labels that's on majors. Okay. Like when they scouting talent.
Yeah.
So our people, they jumped the gun. They thinking, oh, they about to get signed. And so a lot of our people traveled to New York thinking that we're going to get signed, but the venue wasn't big like they promoted it. So when we got to the venue, we got all our people here, but it ain't that many people. I'm just talking about the trials that you go through.
Yeah.
So this was the first time, God bless the dead, my ex, she no longer living. Shout out to Mommy Red. She was there, but she know stuff on. So she was getting hip to the music. So I was embarrassed. It was like, I be talking to her all about we gonna do this, and she finally come and it ain't nobody here.
Right.
So by being a little bit of people, it was kind of discouraging, but we still had to perform. And I never forget, I was so not focused, feeling like I let my people down and all this, that I had forgot the lyrics on stage, and I had to freestyle it.
Oh, shit.
No, I got through it, though.
Yeah,
I got through it.
Yeah,
I got through it. But I'm telling that story to let you know, it's times that Jay-Z might tell you a story about performing where it didn't go well.
Yeah.
But that day taught me, it was like, if I'm gonna be on this stage, I gotta be crispy. I gotta know it to the T.
Right.
Because it could have been, I don't want to be in that moment and it's thousands of people in the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a little bit of people and it was pressure.
Yeah.
And I remember I had to freestyle it. And it always stuck with me ever since that performance. whenever I'm performing, I'm putting maximum effort into preparation with the show.
That's big. I respect that. For
Good,
you to
man,
do that
good.
and freestyle it, yo.
Because
Ah,
when you
tell
performing it, if you slip up one word,
Yeah.
because it's about timing. One
Yep.
slip up.
Right.
And I had to catch it real quick. And I don't even know what I was saying. I was just,
You just
I'm
flowing.
just surviving into the hook.
Right.
Because that's how much pressure, like, my ex who passed away, I don't mean it, my lady who passed away, she put that type of pressure because it's like, I made an impact. Like, I know I was making an influence with people I was coming across, but she knew me before the music.
Okay.
So she never really was sold. It was hard to convince her.
Right.
So she didn't know how much pressure she had on me performing, because it's like, it's one of the first times I got to perform in front of her. And I let it take over my brain. I felt like Gilbert Arenas at the free throw line when he missed them free throws.
Yeah.
I felt like Gil at the free throw line.
Right.
So after that, I sharpened all the way up, man. I had to sharpen my sword.
Yeah, you learn from it though, man. You learn from it. It's a whole different beast when you out in front of those people like that, bro.
It's serious.
100%.
Yeah, that's facts. Okay, hey, did y'all have any questions? I don't want to. If y'all have some questions, y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Dre.
Nah, y'all straight. Hey, man, he teaching me stuff, man.
I'm sitting back here just like,
like
hip hop, man. I love hip hop.
See, you look, hey, all of us do too, man. You in the right place. We can talk hip hop all day, bro.
I study, man. Anybody that y'all hip to that the world ain't hip to, send them my way, man. Like,
okay.
It's thousands of hip hop artists that we don't even know yet.
Exactly.
That's great out here. So I just study hip hop, man. It's hip hop, one of the most revolutionary tools that Black people got in America.
Exactly.
Hip hop is very revolutionary.
Right.
That's why they had to take over it.
Yeah.
And I think next year would be the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Yeah.
I
think next year will be
next year. That's big. Because with hip hop literally had to kick in the damn door to get noticed. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody trying to accept hip hop, and then
but that's what helped.
Mainstream. Yeah.
That's what helped. The resistance that they back in the day because they didn't think it'd grow.
Yeah.
So
they thought it was a fad.
They thought it was a fad.
It'll be over. Yeah.
They was trying to cover it up because it was expression. Kids wasn't. So by them trying to cover it up, the more they did it, the more the youth was resisting that. Y'all don't want us to hear NWA? So we gonna listen to that anyway.
Exactly.
Even more so now.
Hip hop, to be honest, is like Gil Scott-Heron warned people. He didn't say it was hip hop, but when he was like, the revolution will not be televised. He knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Hip hop, we was birthed by people like Gil Scott-Heron, Muhammad Ali.
Yep.
Rap Brown.
Yep.
Though they knew about it, they probably didn't know in what form the new wave was going to come because they neutralized this. Like in the 70s, man, we accomplished a lot as a people that they don't talk about. We was winning civil rights. We were still struggling, but we were more united as a people.
Right.
And when they put them drugs into place, a lot of those methods that became destroyed. Like we couldn't really come. So the next big wave was hip hop. That's why Tupac was important. He knew about the revolutionary route, but he had to present it in a different way. And I think hip hop music was the new way to up the consciousness of our people.
Right.
And it was an easy way.
Right. Especially to reach, like I said, the youth. It touches the youth directly, and I think that's one of the more important things about rap music.
And then just to see it like branch out, like just from hip hop. We have so many different forms of hip hop today.
So many forms.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah.
It's so much different hip hop. It's so crazy. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Because KRS-One had to tell people this. I was studying, we producing a podcast right now. Called Miss Me With It podcast. And the host, I be giving her assignments. So I be having her study Arsenio Hall. Because to me, he one of the greatest talk show hosts.
Yeah.
And she was looking at an interview that he had with KRS-One. And KRS-One was like, because a lot of people confuse hip hop with just the rap music, but it's not. Hip hop is a culture. It's
Yeah, it's
more
a
than
whole
just
culture. Yeah.
rap music is just a part of hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop is fashion, slang.
It's movement.
It's movement. So hip hop, like I always tell people, like people get it confused. They think hip hop influence what goes on in our culture, period. Not just inner city, because hip hop is in all culture.
Yeah.
People get it messed up. Hip hop is not just in the ghetto.
Yeah,
Hip hop
right.
is in the suburbs. Hip hop is in college. Hip hop is in corporate America.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell people with the young music, hip hop don't influence the streets. I used to think like that, like hip hop messing up, making these young people think it's that. Nah, but it's the mentality of the streets that spill into hip hop. It's not the other way around.
Right.
It's just the document.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's our culture, to be honest. So
See,
if we don't fix our culture, if we're not doing what we're supposed to do in our community, it's going to spill over in hip hop.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we got to fix our community in order to fix hip hop.
Exactly. Man, it's crazy to think about, because like sometimes I sit and wonder, like, you know, DJ Kool Herc and all of them, you know what I'm saying, that started the pioneers of hip hop, you know, DJ Kool Herc and who else, like from him to who was it? Man, I can't think.
Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster
Yeah.
Flash, the Sugar
Like,
Hill Gang.
did they realize like how big that movement was going to be when they first kicked it off?
I don't think it's hard to envision something. That's God's power right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy.
Man.
They probably envisioned their success, like, I'm going to do it, but they probably didn't envision how many offsprings it was going to create. A good documentary, if y'all brothers haven't seen it, Nas, my man, you know, with Mass Appeal, man, he producing a lot of material that's hip-hop based. And one of the first ones that was successful on Netflix a couple of years ago, do y'all remember the Get Down?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
I'm still mad they
Get Down
canceled
was
that.
just showing you the whole African Bambaataa,
It was so perfect.
They was the birth of it. That was a good series. Them 10 episodes was explaining a lot about the birth of hip hop.
Right.
100%.
And then they ended it before it was just getting started to me.
Right.
It was just about to kick off.
It was like, it was right at the era where we were kids, and then it cut off.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it was about to get into when I was like on my shit in the early 2000s.
They should bring that. They should bring it back for
real.
They should keep making showing the whole development each era. Like they already got through the development era. They gotta keep showing it. That was a great documentary though.
Oh yeah, because it got down to the roots, like deep into everything in regards to hip hop and where it started to, like, I think they ended in the early 2000s, but it covered everything.
And even what you said when you said, do you think, I remember KRS-One had a song back in the day, the jump, I'm still number one. And he's talking about at that time, and that was late 80s, but he was talking about 50 years, because what he say, 50 years down the line, you'll start this. And y'all call us the old school artists. Like he already knew.
He knew it.
He knew, oh yeah, this thing's serious. It's gonna take off.
That's what I got. That's what I love about hip hop. There's just so many stories to tell, like from different viewpoints. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
MC Hammer. I tell people all the time, we got to study MC Hammer. He got a lot of slack, but I'm learning to respect MC Hammer now that I'm older, because MC Hammer was used in a bad way. He didn't know, but people gotta give credit. MC Hammer, one of the first ones that really, he brought his people on. Like he took it wasn't just about him. He had an entourage of 50 people on payroll.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear how Hammer was used with hip hop, that's still the effect today. Like Ice Cube. If you look at the song True to the Game, if you look at the video, because him and DJ Pooh, they was kind of dissing MC Hammer.
Right.
Because they felt like he was a sellout. But looking back in hindsight, it wasn't MC Hammer's fault, because at that time we wasn't getting that money. So when they had Hammer, sponsorships came into play. Yeah. So when they threw that big bag at MC Hammer, it changed. The the corporate America kind of took control over it, where they was basically saying, if you want to make the bag, because we already control radio.
Mm-hmm.
We control the reach.
Right.
See, back in the day, before we cared about the reach, hip hop, we were making money keeping it. People were making 250 to 500,000 just locally without corporate America because people was with it.
Right.
Once they start, but 500,000 and 40 million is something different.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So when
you're right.
sponsorships took over, and MC Hammer at that time was making music that, you know, the dance music and this, that, and the third, the revolutionary part on it was he had that big bread to employ his people.
Mm.
But the bad side, they were trying to use, like, you got to make this type of music. If you make this type of music, you won't do it. And it kind of messed it up. So if you go listen to Ice Cube predicted it. Like, if you look what hip hop is to now, like, just to board it down. I remember in the song, he was like, pretty soon hip hop won't be so nice. No Ice Cube, just Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
What he meant by that, Vanilla Ice was one of the first gimmicks in hip hop.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we got to salute him too.
Gotta,
Vanilla Ice, he wanted
Yeah.
to ghost too because he was one of the first gimmick pioneers of it.
That's
he
right.
probably
Right.
didn't know what he was getting into. And look what he went through. Like, damn, this shit's serious. I'm getting hung off the balcony.
Oh, sure.
Serious.
Yeah, yeah,
right,
shit got real.
right. Hell
But
yeah,
look what
bro.
Ice Cube said. Hip hop is really a bunch of gimmicks now.
Yeah.
It's a bunch
And
of
yeah.
whoever's willing to play the role. Ice Cube told us this in 1991.
Right.
Pretty soon, y'all better appreciate this because pretty soon it's going to be a bunch of whoever they choose to
And
represent
he was right.
the culture. And he was right.
Because nowadays, man, I feel like it's a clout chase. Like, it's not about bars no more or good music. It's like, okay, who's got on, you know, who's best dressed or who's going to do the craziest shit. It's not really about that musical sense no more. You feel me? And I just hate that shit, dude. Because,
But I think I used to get mad at corporate America and the enemy against truth. Their job, Satan's job is to cause disruption. We can't even get mad at that. It's us because our people got the choice of who we want to celebrate.
Right.
They don't want to celebrate Talib Kweli and Mos Def. I know females right now, Future, and I'm not dissing Future. I'm just using Future as an example.
Right.
Future, I love Future, but if a guy really treats you in real life, how Future talking about it, you gonna have a problem.
Yeah, talk that talk.
Facts.
Talk that
You gonna have
talk.
a problem.
Facts.
See?
So
Facts.
why not put that? Why not big up some of the artists that's like a lot of our women? They want to be treated a certain way, but they're not really championing the ones that's putting that energy out there.
Right.
They're championing the guys that's putting the energy that's gonna make the young men feel like it's cool to approach every. Now, don't get me wrong, it is hoes out here, and I'm just talking about the mentality.
True,
Right.
true.
But all our women are not hoes, and all of them shouldn't
Exactly.
be treated as such.
Exactly.
Some of our men get corrupted where they feel like we gotta treat every woman like this because this is the, you know what I mean? So a lot of us, not just us, men, women, we champion the garbage.
Mm.
You know, so we could have been put them out of business. When we gonna champion the truth?
Yeah.
But they didn't even champion Jesus.
You
Jesus
right.
had to die and get crucified, go through
Just
all
for
that.
him to be, yeah.
Like, I never forget Bundini Brown, the great Bundini Brown. He had an interview and he was saying, he said, if Jesus was alive, everybody would want his autograph.
Right.
Because our people respect status. If you got a certain level of status, it don't matter what you promoting, our people gonna be intrigued. And the powers that be know it.
Yep.
All we gotta do is pick somebody that's gonna play the silly role and give them some fake status, and we gonna use him to corrupt the mind.
Yep.
So our people gotta stop respecting or viewing status as a god and start really getting with the
Right.
truth.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Dropping that knowledge. I respect that. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I appreciate all of that, man, for real. So from there, let me ask, man. So who are some of your dream collabs that you want to work with, man?
Whew, let me see. A dream collab. If I just in history period.
Yeah, just
I
in
go-
period.
It could be fantasy talk.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I would have loved to make a song with the great Rick James, man.
Yo,
Oh
hey, look,
man. Oh,
real talk.
man.
I would have loved to just
Oh
because
man.
Rick, I love
Oh, that's
music, man.
Stu's idol right there, man.
Oh God.
Rick, man, Rick was a bad boy, man, because Rick can write the music for you. He's a master performer.
Mm-hmm.
He can conduct the band. He created his own genre, funk and roll.
Yep.
He combined funk sound with the rock and roll sound and called it funk and roll. People don't know how great Rick James was because he dealt with a lot of substance abuse. He was a musical genius. A lot of people don't know Prince stole a lot of his swag. You know, Prince
Nail right
stole a
there,
lot of
man.
his swag.
Yep.
You hitting the nail.
You know, I tell people all the time, the verses is not Prince versus Michael Jackson. The verses would have been Prince versus Rick. If we could, when I make it to heaven, I'm going to have me a versus. That's going to be one of my entertainments in heaven. I want to see Rick James in his prime versus Prince in his, because it was like the same makeup, different sound, because Prince had that Minnesota sound, but it was the same makeup. They both was outrageous. Prince, you see, Prince borrowed a lot of Rick James style, like just with his whole wardrobe.
Mannerisms.
Yeah,
man.
Mannerisms.
Yeah,
when you don't know, damn it, are they gay or are they not gay? You don't really know.
Right.
You know what I mean? He stole, but Rick James, man, he a bad boy because both of them. But I like artists that know how to also make others great.
Yeah.
Right.
The Murray Jane girls were great.
Man, yes.
Yeah.
Tina Marie.
Great.
Tina Marie to this day, I don't care what they say. She's black. It's too much soul.
Too much soul in her, bro.
You got too much soul for her to be. There's some black in there.
And that damn Rick James with that what's the song called with him and Rick? I mean,
Fire and Desire.
Yes, Fire and Desire.
Listen, Rick Teller. Rick said he was cold as
ice. Man.
Long ago. I'm gonna tell y'all, look this up right now when y'all can. It's a 23-minute performance. It's Rick James, Tina Marie, Fire and Desire live.
I think I seen that.
It's the one that you got to pick the one that say 23 minutes. When I say it's one of the greatest performances, because back then they give you a show. They didn't just perform it. Rick was telling the whole story of how that song came to play. He was talking to the crowd, talking about how he mistreated women, and God had paid him back. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I'm in an interview right now. I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, I just was telling y'all about the podcast lady. That was her calling. Business. But he was talking about how he mistreated women and stuff like that, and how God made karma come back around. So the woman he liked curried him, and he was telling the crowd how he vowed to apologize to women through his music from his and me, man. I'm a young dude. I feel like I'm attractive. I got some intellect. I done met a lot of women, and a lot of women that I have met, looking back, I didn't treat right. So I connected with it. It was like, damn, I feel them. You know, you get older and wiser. So I feel like I'm on that same journey. Like all the wrongs I did, and I'm specifically talking to women, I'm gonna make it up to them through my music, through my art, what I talk. So when I seen that performance, I felt them. You know, because I had some Rick James in me in my life. You know, I had some Rick in me. But it's a powerful performance, man. Like, it's one of the best. It's probably in my top 5 performances I ever seen, ever. It's definitely in my top 5. It's not number 1, but it's in my top 5 of what I personally seen.
Okay. Yeah, man. Rick is very underrated, man. I'm a huge Rick James fan.
Rick gave you more than love songs.
Yeah.
Rick got a song right now, if you look it up, I studied Rick. He got a song called Big Time.
Yep.
He performed it on Soul Train. And people don't know Rick was revolutionary. He was talking about the Illuminati back then. Like if you go to that performance, he's talking about it in the performance, and you can see him and Don Cornelius getting into it because
I remember
Rick was probably doing what he wasn't supposed to be doing. You know, they got a script to go against.
Yeah.
And Don like, oh, you gonna have Satan whip my ass tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Rick had a lot of music that wasn't just love you, this, that, and the third, man. Like my father busting out of L7.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Rick gave you in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
What
The
I
one he
didn't
was
know
talking
what
about the
my
cop.
life
Yeah,
would
bro.
be
Yeah,
in the
man.
ghetto. Rick, man.
Yep.
Rick gave you Hollywood. The
Yep.
song Hollywood. Man, Rick is an all-time great. So
Man, for real.
Rick, that's who I want to do a song with. Rick James.
I love that
That's
answer,
wild,
man.
man.
I
I'm glad
love
you
it.
said that because
Give
Rick
me
is
Rick.
Facts.
praise Rick.
Real.
Like I keep
love
telling
musical
people, bro.
geniuses.
Rick James, we need a Rick James biopic, like a real
Oh man,
Rick
that
James
would
biopic,
never
bro.
go crazy.
He got the unsung. You ever see his unsung?
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
Oh, the biopic, like you need the movie.
The movie, yeah.
You need it. Who gonna play him though? Rick. See, it's hard to do a Rick James movie because Rick one of them characters where you wish he could play his character. Like
Exactly.
you want him to play him.
Exactly.
But it's somebody out here.
They could find like some unknown actor that could probably do that shit perfect.
Yeah. You gotta be an unknown.
Like in an earlier year, I probably would have said
black dude.
If they would have done it earlier, I think Terrence Howard would have been a good pick because he kind of looked like Rick in a little bit, man. He kind of looked like Rick, but I don't think he could pull it off.
Yeah, Terrence might could do it.
He kind of looked like
when he was younger though.
Yeah, when he was younger.
Right,
that's
right.
what I mean.
Yeah, he done aged out a little bit.
Yeah, facts.
You know, he a little thick now. He can't
Yeah.
be the skinny Rick.
Yeah,
that whole movie though would be freaking crazy, bro.
Oh, bro.
From start to finish.
From start to finish.
Bro, I sit
you
and
would see it
listen.
all.
On YouTube, there's this dude, he was a kid, and I guess his mom or her aunt or whatever used to do Rick's hair. And they would tell all of these stories about Rick. And some of these stories, you was like, what the fuck? Did this shit really happen?
Right.
Like, Rick was insane. Like,
yeah.
I can listen
Rick was crazy.
Bro.
Yeah, I can listen to it all day.
Y'all familiar with Casino for Life on YouTube?
That's him.
That's the one. He
That's
do all
the one.
Rick. He do all the Rick stories.
Yep, that's him.
He did one with Rick and Mike Tyson.
Yep. And he played the only person that got away with slapping
Mike, I love you, Mike.
Yes. That's where I seen all those stories right there, Casino.
Mm-hmm.
All right, from there, man, I don't think I have any more questions for you, man. Let's see. Like I said, did y'all have any more questions before we get into the weeklies?
Nah, man. Super thorough, man. I'm learning a lot just by absorbing all this, yo.
Yeah, man. I fuck with it, man.
Yeah, this is right up my alley, man.
Because we can tell that you love hip hop like we love hip hop. That's why
I love it.
like this.
Hip hop saved my life, bro.
Yeah.
Same.
Saved my life.
I respect it. So then let's get into some weeklies, man. Let's start with real niggas of the week. Let's start the weekend good, man. Let's not do the fuck niggas just yet. So real niggas of the week, I got first Chris Rubber launching players only premium cannabis brand. He announced deals with Royce the 5'9", Raekwon, Quavo. Right off the bat, that's huge. So what y'all think about that, man? Who want to go first on that?
I love C-Web, man. You know, it's funny. We was just at the Currency concert last night.
Okay.
And one of his hype men, he had the number 2 bullets. Because everybody always talk about Sacramento King.
Right.
We forget about when C-Web was getting 20 and 10 with the bullets.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
If him and Jawan Howard didn't do whatever they got in trouble for, he probably would have never went to Sacramento.
Exactly.
You know, I love C-Web, man. I felt like they shouldn't have got rid of C-Web on TNT. He was a great analyst for real.
Yeah, he was.
Shout out to C-Web for finally getting into the hall.
Mm-hmm. You know, finally.
Absolutely. Long overdue.
Attempts, man.
Whatever C-Web do, I'm a support, man. I'm just a C-Web fan, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What about you, Dre? How you feel about it?
Man, it's dope. I feel like it's dope to see, you know what I'm saying, a former NBA player, you know what I'm saying, spread out into cannabis and, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff that you don't normally see them doing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's dope. That's dope.
All right.
Yeah, man. Diversifying your portfolio, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy how something that was looked on so taboo, especially in the sports world, is now being looked upon as this thing that actually helps athletes and helps better your performance, especially mentally and physically too. So shout out to him, man. 100% black owned, black operated. He's putting other people on too.
That's why I
got to do nothing but respect it, bro. Yes, sir.
He's just a likable guy, man.
I'm a
Yeah,
Lakers
like
fan, so I'm a
T-Wade
Lakers
been
fan,
cool
so-
for a long time.
Right,
And
right.
Fuck the Kings for life, because I'm a Lakers fan. No cap. But I gotta support this.
I'm a Kobe Lakers fan. Until as long as LeBron is there, I do not like the Lakers.
Talk that talk.
That's valid. That's valid.
Talk that
That's
talk,
valid,
man.
bro. That's valid. That's valid.
All right, so
Valid.
let's see what we got. So next up, we got the Jordan brand announces partnership with Howard University for 20 years.
That's deep.
That's big,
That's
big,
deep.
deep. You know what I'm saying? So how y'all feel about that, man? I'm gonna go ahead, Steph. Tell me how you feel about that.
Just for one, man, I felt like this just me. Michael Jordan got a lot of slack in the black community over the years because we felt like with his influence, he don't speak up and this and that. But I respect people to be who they are.
Right.
As I get older, I've learned to really respect Mike because Mike don't give you this and he don't give you that. You don't know. So sometimes everybody can't be Ali. We should be saluting Mike for his ability and what he accomplished in music.
Right.
We can't add to the fuel and be against it because then we're going to let the powers that be take ownership. Nah, Mike is a black man who accomplished this. Niggas wasn't in the gym with Mike.
No.
Right.
You're right.
You know what I mean? We want Mike to
Facts.
speak up, but we don't care if the 12th black guy on the bench speaks up.
Exactly.
Hypocrites.
Right.
Hypocrites. And for Mike, I don't know. I'm just gaining a lot more respect for Mike. I just respect greatness.
Yeah.
And for me to hear him do a partnership with an HBCU,
That's big already. You know what I'm saying?
gotta respect it. And it's 20 years.
20 plus.
You know what I'm saying? 20 years. And Mike got the type of influence, his brand got the type of influence. Just by him partnering up with Howard University is just going to bring more attention to the school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to bring
Sure.
more opportunity to the school.
Yeah.
It's going to bring more attention to their athletic program.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the NCAA, they've been wicked for years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to take them away, take their power away. And
Right.
believe it or not, Michael Jordan sent a message to somebody by doing that.
Yep. Yeah,
Yes,
that was
sir,
it.
man. I'm with it, man. This is great. This is a good look. I know all them jerseys about to be fire. All
Yeah.
them shoes are about to be fire.
Mhm.
I'm getting
MJ
one.
gonna have them boys.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he gonna have them
Get
boys
one.
looking good out there on the court, man. And it's just a good, like you said, it shines a spotlight on a historically black college, which is always a great thing. One of the most prestigious ones in the country. And yeah, man, it's just a good look all around. I love basketball's favorite sport, so
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what them things look like. I know they're gonna be fire.
Oh,
I'm
for sure.
copping one.
No,
I'm
for
getting
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Dre? I already know how you feel about this.
Hey man, I'm glad because it went. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it started with Dion, bro. I
Yeah.
feel like it started
Mm.
with Dion. Dion kicked down the door with
Yep.
Jackson,
Yeah.
right?
He did.
Mhm.
Then he, you know what I'm saying? And like my man said, yo, NCAA is wicked because once the number one prospect in the nation, in America, bro, went to Jackson State, they wasn't liking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bunch of coaches for
Mhm.
NCAA, they didn't like that. That
At
shit,
all.
Yeah.
that shit fucking bothered them so fucking much to the point.
100%, bro.
Mhm.
That's against the rules. No, it's not against the rules, my
You
man.
seen that racism spill over.
Exactly.
You
Exactly,
seen
Right.
Nick
dude.
Saban. Nick
Right.
Saban get the best players every year, dominating. Now
Facts.
he don't got control. He speak out against
Right.
Dion.
Right.
Exactly.
And all of them are black too.
Yep.
Even Daniel Sweeney, he had to say something. I'm like,
Right.
yo,
All them
chill.
coaches, they basically called them niggas without saying nigga.
That's all
Right.
they said.
Right.
And,
That's
and
right.
they know now
That's a good point,
they
Dre.
can't manipulate the black athlete like they used to.
Right.
Because their greediness already F people over, meaning we gonna use you for your talent, but we ain't go. I think Dion coming from a coach who's been a coach, he's been through the process. He
Right.
can relate to us more.
Mhm.
Right.
Dion, I don't feel like Dion care about trying to use up his people. I think
Right.
he's using his influence in a positive way, and not only because some coaches that take their position and sit back and be cool. Long as they paying me, I'ma shut up.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
What Dion doing, I believe 20 years down the line, we gonna look back on it and it's gonna be considered revolutionary.
Right.
Facts.
You
Because
right.
he's really
Couldn't agree
going
more.
against, like, these big corporations is gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people all the time, the NCAA, they make billions of dollars. So if they make billions of dollars, the people that control the money, you don't think they can get you whacked? They're
Exactly.
gangsters. They
Exactly.
They're
get you
pimps,
whacked
man.
out here.
Pimps and thugs. Pimps
Yeah.
and
Feel me?
thugs.
So Dion, they in a different world. When you speaking out and you messing up the program, Dion got to be careful.
Yeah.
Dion can't. He got to be a clean slate because they sending the women. Next thing, if he get caught slipping, you gonna hear Dion in the news. Dion got caught
Right.
with a
Right.
transvestite. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right,
exactly.
right. Yeah.
You know,
You gotta move like
exactly.
Obama.
He dealing
nigga.
with
You
that
gotta
type of
move like
enemy.
Obama.
Yep. That's for sure.
They gonna Teddy Pendergrass him.
Oh man, that's a whole
facts,
that's a
bro.
deeper
Oh,
conversation,
man.
bro. That's a
They
deeper
know
Teddy
about it.
Yeah, man. But from there, man, big shout out to that because, like I said,
Big shout out to the prime time Dion.
Yeah,
One of the most innovative athletes that we got.
facts.
Oh, 100%,
One
bro.
of the most innovative.
100%.
And Deion
100%.
Sanders, this another thing. Dion is hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Dion,
Oh, yes.
people don't
Oh, yes.
people don't know Dion had a hit record back in the day.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
y'all remember that?
He do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Must be the money.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes,
When he had a
sir.
fucking Jerry curl and
He had
shit.
the Jerry curve. But that's
Yeah.
monumental though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Right.
monumental.
yeah,
Right.
that's facts, man.
Real. Dion did that before Roy Jones did the
Yep.
y'all must have forgot. You know what I'm saying? Deion
Yeah.
Sanders was groundbreaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I respect that, man. Let's see what else we got here. So the next one, this one's great because he's dropping knowledge. So Kendrick Lamar, he dropped a video on his PG Lang company or label or just the whole movement, I'm gonna call it, because he's gonna do a lot with that. So he had a video about investing. But the thing about the video, this is what made me think, like, damn, this nigga's good. Because this man took it, the investing, explaining it from two different sides. He had the street side with, I forgot dude's name, but it was like, you know, a dude from LA from the street that wanted to invest. Then he had the educational, you know what I'm saying, businessman, you know, investor. And they was having a conversation of how to invest your money. And Kendrick Lamar was basically, you know what I'm saying, explaining both sides like a translation to both of them so they could make sense together, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he was dropping an educational video about, hey, you young kids and young people should invest, you know, for the long term.
Yeah.
That is just the biggest thing about today. Invest.
Essential.
Yeah, man. So how y'all feel about that? Kendrick Lamar is just more than an artist, for sure. How y'all feel about that?
Man, I always tell people, bro, because I used to work at a bank. I worked at a bank for a little over a year, and it really taught me how money moves in the world, not only in the U.S., but the whole world.
Right.
And one thing that we were taught, because we're all around the same age, growing up, was to save your money for the rainy day, put it away, because you never know when you're going to need it. But these banks out here will do nothing but take the money that you leave in them and make money off of that and not give you a damn thing but a bunch of fees.
Right.
So the best way to think about what you have with your extra money, of course, save your money, emergency fund, all of that, because you're going to need that in case something pops off. But any extra money that you were blessed to have in order to work to get, because you got to be able to make money to invest money, first off. So you broke motherfuckers out here talking about investing some shit. You need to get some money first, motherfucker.
Right.
But what you got enough on the side to invest in something, learning how to invest it and what to put it in, I think it's something that our peers, as far as the 80s and 90s babies, have kind of pushed toward the forefront, as opposed to just saving your money and letting these big corporations and banks just eat off it.
Right.
So big ups to Kendrick, doing it a creative way, like he only knows how. So I respect it a lot, man. This PG Lang thing, bro, is going to be massive, too. This is only the beginning. He's going to encompass everything in this motherfucker.
Shit. What about y'all? What about you, Dre? Or Steph?
Yeah, go talk to me, Dre.
Yeah, man, I'm a Kendrick fan. So, I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying? I feel how this man think, bro. Like I'm in tune to how this man think. Because not only he's telling you, you know what I'm saying, how to, you know what I'm saying, get to a bag, save a bag or whatnot. But he said he basically, I seen it as also as, yo, y'all two doing the same, trying to do the same thing. Why we sitting up here, oh, I can get a bigger bag than he get a bag of, man, maybe this man got something you can invest into. And you know what I'm saying, y'all can flip something with that and then vice versa.
Right.
Like
I agree.
it ain't always about what I got. It's about what we accomplish together, bro. Like with the world, man, the world is big enough for motherfuckers to make some more money, man.
There we go.
And,
Like,
and to add what you just said, Drake, because you made a big point, the merging, because it's like, I haven't seen the video, but based on what y'all telling me, and I got to look at that video today, how people got to develop a investing mentality.
Yeah.
Like we have to invest it, and like to go what you saying when he showed this person, the street person, and that person, he's basically saying it don't matter what we don't, who has the mentality. Like I just seen somebody post on Facebook. I kind of got offended because I come from the street element. I've been out here grinding. I work for myself. And a female had made some comment. You know how some of these simps.
yeah.
So he commented on the thing and he tried to put down, he said, real men go to work. So I don't know about it. And it made me feel some type of way, like, because me personally, I believe people got to do whatever they got to do. But if somebody come to me and say, look, man, I ain't trying to work for Uncle Sam. I'm a risk. I believe in that type of thinking. So when I heard the man, I was like, you know what? It's a disconnect. You got some working men that's viewing the hustler a certain way. Hustlers is viewing the working man like he's square, and he might not be square. He might be a thorough man. So we're going to have to find a way to merge with each other and just develop a investing mindset so we can not have to have the work mentality. We could be the ones that merge and create opportunity for us. So I think the main thing from what y'all telling me, Kendrick really trying to spark a mentality.
Yeah.
You know, us as a people, we so used, you know, our history here, we're dealing with post-slavery syndrome. So we have, we feel like we don't have nothing. You know, our identity been stripped. So they done created a philosophy where we feel like we got to spend. Our people spend more than invest. So we're going to have to change that and become more of investors.
Facts.
Even with the people we have around, it ain't even just money. Talk to me. This Pop's talking to y'all right there.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Dad?
Talk to us, Pop.
What's up, Dad?
Now go ahead. What was you gonna say, Dad?
We as a people and older and wiser people, we gotta make sure our children learn things that they need to learn. Ain't nobody teaching the kids about, you can't wait till a nigga 50 years old. You catch them while they young. So they can grow up and it becomes like second nature to invest.
Oh yeah, right.
That's real talk.
Yeah, you're right.
And it starts with the children. And we have to learn to sacrifice an investment in our children. Instead of investing on everything is what we can get now.
You're right about that.
Because time goes on. We ain't gonna be here forever, but are we thinking about our future children?
Racial wealth.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, bro.
That's who taught me. That's who taught me everything.
Respect, respect, man.
And he a part of our. We call him BluntRap Bird.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
big OG. Yes,
You know,
sir.
Nah, like a lot of like I hear my brother Ruck. He kept saying, he was like, I guess when we talk about hip hop, he was saying I'm teaching them things. That's what Pops did, man. Like I had the luxury to just go in the room and just get game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of what y'all see is with the wise gardener. You know, I'm just his seed.
Right.
You know, he the wise gardener.
Right, bro. Yeah.
Respect.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah. Going back to what I said, man, comes full circle. Like OG was saying, hip hop is a young man's game. And Kendrick is a rapper. And he's trying to get this message through the medium of using hip hop to the children. You gotta love it.
Pops got one more thing to say to y'all, bro.
Throw them on.
Go ahead.
No, I want to say to y'all that I understand that anything that I taught him in his youth was not coming from me. It all comes from God.
Right.
Amen.
God uses certain people to accomplish certain things. And we gotta always be aware that people can say anything.
Yeah, you're right about that.
A lot of people are talking and speaking some great words, like they are truly gracious people, and we don't have the ability to figure out all that type of stuff. So that's why we gotta stay straight with God, because He can.
Amen. You're right.
There we go.
If it wasn't for God, we'll be in much more terrible situations than we find today. Because like we talking about we black and we African American, we this, we that. Because all dark-skinned people aren't righteous.
Right.
Facts. Right.
Some blacks help the white man bring us over here.
Right.
We gotta remember that. We gotta be true. Well, I ain't gonna say we. I'm saying me. For me, I put God first in front of all this stuff.
Right.
Because I hear we talking about money and how we can own this and own that. Ownership don't mean nothing because we got some crooked niggas out here.
Amen.
Facts.
Say that again.
Preach.
Say that again.
Say
that again.
He talking about preach. He talking some preach.
Oh man.
I ain't no
But
preacher.
you're right, sir. You're right. We got some crooked ones out
Hey,
here.
Slim, I know what you said. Can I joke with you? Don't you go shoot? You can joke with me. You saw
Oh,
you
man.
call me a funny looking boy.
Respect, man.
Yeah, he just messing with you, big bro.
Man, that's some knowledge right there for our ass.
He
man.
right, man. Hey, look, we wouldn't have nothing without God, man. He's so right.
Bro,
He's
yes.
so right.
All
Yes.
praises due to him.
Yeah, man.
Facts, man. I love that. I love
Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
Shut your eyes one day and not open them back up.
Right? That's right.
And the money will still be here.
Yeah, money still be here.
And that was the lesson we supposed to have gotten from when Sammy Davis and like Red Fox,
Mm.
the white man took all their money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were so all proud of Red Fox. He making the most money on TV. They only let him have that shit for a little time.
Mm.
Right. They screwed him over.
Soon as he died, the truck was at his house, loading up his stuff.
Repoing it all, ain't it?
Like they had it planned out.
Hey, look, man, they don't even call it with a legal term. They come and just take your shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how it go.
Cause this their country. I hear people talking about America changing, getting better. Like the NBA and football, NFL, guys are making millions a year.
Right.
Them dudes in the but football, they were talking about the quarterbacks making 20 to 40 millions
of
dollars a year.
Mm-hmm.
But our people still suffering.
That's right. Right.
I like certain players, but that don't mean I like everything I see them doing.
Mm-hmm.
I like Michael Jordan, but don't be bragging about he owner of a basketball team. He made such and such amount of billions last year.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what he did with that money to help his people.
Yeah, the community and his people.
And,
right.
And that don't mean that he doesn't, because Mike might be doing stuff that we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Howard University thing. You never thought Mike would do something like that.
Correct.
Right.
But let me say this. I'm from D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Howard
sir.
University right up the street from where I grew up at. But the people at Howard, they don't even act like they black.
Right.
All black people aren't good. We have to find out where the people are and do things that's going to help them.
Right.
It ain't helping them to be happy because somebody got so much money they can feed a country.
Yep, billionaires.
And they talking about what he did for the school. What the fuck that? They should be helping every school where black kids go.
That's right. That's right.
They talking about one. And I be paying attention to those things.
Mm-hmm.
I can't change it, but I do submit to the Lord and ask God, because only He can change this, man.
Amen.
Right on. Yes, sir.
Man.
He told us not to try to wrestle or fight Satan. Satan will kick your ass.
Yep.
Only he can do it.
Amen, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he say leave.
Speaking that realness, man. Dropping that knowledge, man. I respect that.
Y'all
Yes, sir,
like
man. This cookout talk right here.
guys.
He said, y'all sound, or us as a whole, we sound like
I ain't
intelligent.
talking about you.
Oh, he ain't talking about me. He said, y'all sound like intelligent guys.
Appreciate
I
you,
appreciate
man. We
it, sir.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Spread a
you
good
ain't got-
message.
Slim, you ain't gotta appreciate it. I'm just telling the truth. Y'all sound intelligent, but intelligence can be used a lot of different ways.
You're right.
Satan more intelligent than any of us.
You're correct.
That's why God said, let him do his work.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They-
right.
they-
Yes, sir.
all this stuff that these people have done here gonna come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come to the end. People gonna find out that money ain't what they got us thinking money is. Cause you remember the depression?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All them rich white people was on Wall Street.
Yep.
Down bad.
They was at home when they lost all their money.
Right.
They was jumping off of roofs, jumping out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Money couldn't save them because the money, they had some Satan. He went to work. He was counting the money in the back. Took their money because Satan don't care about nobody, white or black.
That's right.
So you can't. There's only one God, and man better make sure he serves the right one.
That's right. That's right.
Can use your intelligence to improve Satan's tricks, because he got a bunch of them motherfuckers.
You right about that? You right
You're
about
right.
that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he never
So-
lacks off.
So the rest of the time y'all got here, the main thing, y'all supposed to be using y'all brains to do what God wants you to do.
Right.
So that encounters research. Y'all gotta find out. I ain't gonna tell you how to get to God,
Mm-hmm.
but he said that if you come one step to me, he gonna take 6 steps to you.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That is
So
right.
because like if you champion God, all that other stuff will come.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's gonna come. They can't stop it.
That's your blessings.
Yes, sir. I'm with it.
So whoever that with it, I hope you are.
Yes, sir.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate you, man.
I'm
Yes.
I just been joking, but I hope I said something that'll help you.
Yes, sir. You
Wise
did,
words,
sir.
man.
I
Hey, we
appreciate the
appreciate it.
talk.
We appreciate
Yes,
it.
absolutely. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all the young men. We need y'all, and the children. I know I need y'all, but the children need you most. Teach the children.
We
Right.
here for them.
That's what that song. He
Yes,
said,
sir.
"Teach the children, teach the truth."
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
Like Curtis said, if it's a hell below, we all gonna go.
That's right. That's right. That's
We
true.
don't watch out.
Amen to that, man. Dropping knowledge here today, man. I
Yes,
felt that.
sir. I love it.
I
I
felt
love
that.
it.
It's been a classic interview, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We
Been
touched
the
on
class.
everything.
Yeah, man. I'm Dick. Hey, man. Big shout out to my man. I just want to tell you, bro, like, cause you didn't look at our material and you give me feedback.
Yeah.
People don't know how important that is, bro. Like every time you done said some stuff to let me know you listen,
Mm-hmm.
you appreciate it. I don't care how many times I get that. Each time I get it, it motivates me to keep going, bro. So I
Right.
appreciate you for just taking out the time. If it wasn't for you to even take out the time to hear what I got going on,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't even be able to create this. Because I believe this interview, once it's chopped up and put out into the atmosphere, it's going to touch somebody.
Right.
Somebody going to get
Right.
uplifted. Somebody going to be educated. Somebody going to be sparked to think a certain way. So
Mhm.
I know God using us right now.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
100%, man.
Much appreciated,
sir.
man.
yeah. Yeah, Pop said, God put you in my life. So I feel like
Right.
Respect.
after
That's right.
today, I feel like I just met 3 new friends. Like it's
Oh, for
bigger
sure,
than-
man.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
man.
keeping up with y'all, period. Like
Yeah,
just
that's
all
cool.
For
For
sure.
sure.
strength. And
That's
I'm
why
gonna
we
set up
started
some
this,
interviews.
man.
I got some other people, bro. Like that need to be on y'all platform. Like,
Oh,
I'ma
yeah,
send
send 'em
everybody.
Say less, man. Break them on,
all way,
bro.
man.
I got y'all.
Break them on.
Much
I got
respect,
y'all.
man. Much respect, man.
We rap for the real over here, man.
Yeah, nah, I see, bro. Like, I've been having, bro. We talking about hip hop. We talking about God.
Yeah.
We talking about money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
We encompass it all.
important. This is important.
For sure, man.
Mhm.
See, I love that. I love that.
Yes, me too, bro. Me too.
So let's see what else we got so we can let's see. Oh, guess
Let's
we
hit
do.
some sports, Stu. Let's
talk sports real quick,
Let's hit
man.
some sports, man. I
There's
want
a
to
lot
talk
of
about
sports.
boxing right
Yeah, go
quick,
ahead.
man.
What y'all think
I
about
never
the
get to-
boxing game? What about Adrian Broner pulling out the
Man.
fight, man?
Yeah, this
Felicia?
AB fight, man.
What's up with that?
AB used to have so much potential young in his earlier days in his career, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I used to see young, brash, confident. I don't want to say next Mayweather because I hate comparing people to Floyd, but he was next up, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
And he just got too far ahead of himself, got too arrogant, got too cocky, didn't start taking his fights as serious. And that hood street mentality, he never lost it, stayed in his head. And once he started spiraling, man, he just crashed and burned, man, to the point where it's got him mentally messed up now to where he can't even prep for a fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You hit
what you
that
think
on
about it, bro?
He got humbled and never recovered. Like,
Exactly.
I remember me and Pops, we look at a lot of boxing together. We always talked about boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And we remember, like you said, when AB was coming up, he was almost the energy he was putting out there, he was almost about to be the face of boxing. All he had to do was keep winning.
Right.
Because he was using the same Floyd Mayweather formula, making the people hate him. But what I think he messed up with, see, when people, these new boxers, they like to study Mayweather blueprint, but they missing. They only studying the money Mayweather.
Yeah.
He did not study the pretty boy.
Pretty boy.
Pretty
boy
Floyd was disciplined.
Yeah.
Pretty boy Floyd wasn't drinking. Pretty boy Floyd was always in shape, even when he didn't have a fight.
Right.
So I think a lot of them just looking at Mayweather's marketing tool. They didn't really look as a boxer. Mayweather was disciplined.
Yeah.
Roger Mayweather, God bless the dead, he used to make interviews telling the world, I didn't have to tell my nephew to wake up and run. He ran.
Right.
So when AB ran into Madonna and lost, I think it broke his spirit as a boxer.
100%. Right.
Because sometimes you could get manipulated and feeling like you invincible. And when somebody take that invincibility away, some people don't know how to recover.
Right.
Exactly.
And I just think he never really recovered.
You're right.
Yeah. I'm 100% agreement with you, man. And it just sucks because in the fight game, it's so mental that if you get messed up here, it's
over.
Gonna be it's over. It's a wrap. Especially with a guy like Madonna who definitively beat him in that fight. I could see how it broke his spirit. And the way he acted after the fight.
Yeah.
He showed hard. AB got hard.
Right, he did. He does.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna miss AB when he threw. AB was good for boxing.
Yeah.
He just ain't live up. If he would have imagine AB winning the fights that he lost. Like let's just imagine AB
they'd hate him.
Still
they'd
being
hate him more than
undefeated.
Floyd.
The biggest fight right now probably wouldn't be Earl and Bud. It probably would be Bud versus AB.
Right.
Yep.
Because AB got a character that can put butts in the seats. He could make you hate him, which is gonna make you still tune in. He had everything right. He had the villain role down pat. What he didn't have down pat was the discipline.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
That's what bit his ass in the end, man.
And this
I think at this point it's too late.
Yeah,
it's too
this
late.
thing he just pulled, it made me have to finally give up on. Like,
it's a wrap, bro. These young lines coming up now.
Omar Figueroa, and he just pulled out. He pulled out 3 days before the fight.
Yeah.
Talking about mental health.
Yep. Because these young boys coming up, these young bulls in the light heavyweight, lightweight, welterweight division, they're going to pass him by super quick, if not already.
Devin Haney will beat Adrian Broner right now.
100%. Knockout.
Devin Haney will beat him up. He
100%, man. There we go. Devin Haney, 22, 23 years old.
Already undisputed.
AB, yeah. AB
Man.
like 30-31 at this point. So
Yeah, he in, you know.
yeah,
He
over
at
the hill.
31 with substance abuse and mental.
Yeah,
facts.
know,
that's double over
facts.
the hill.
Not
But
active. So
one good thing I will say about AB when I look at his career, he ain't duck no wreck. This the first. I mean, he
facts.
see the one thing I'm gonna defend him. The reason why AB probably pulled out of this fight because at this point it's survival for him.
Right.
If he lose this fight, see they looking for somebody to get his ass all the way out.
Right.
Because even though he lost fights, besides the Madonna fight, they can't find nobody to beat him up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's still around.
Yeah, he's still around. He's still nobody shut him up.
Right.
So Broner know he can't afford to lose. So Broner probably that was a business move. Look, bro.
I think so
didn't
too,
prep
man.
for this all the way. If you lose, you know you're done.
Yep.
So he probably did. He probably know his survival was on the line, and this just made it worse. So the next time AB fight, if I was AB, me personally, I look at myself in the mirror and be like, "Look, bro, what you want to do? It ain't even about winning or losing no more with AB. What AB can do to save his career, it's just dedicate a year to. I'm talking about he can't smoke, he can't drink,
Right.
eat right, study all the greats. And the one thing AB can do, he got to challenge himself. He gonna have to call, and that will be my marketing plan if I'm AB. I will be to the public the same shit he always do. I'm serious now, but on top of it, he got to fight one of them. He better call out Devin Haney or one of them young.
The
he
young
got to
lions,
call out a name and prove to the world, win or lose, I'm gonna put it all on the line. And I believe, Broner, because people we empathize and we sympathetic. So even though Broner do silly shit, I would love to see Broner do something good.
Same.
So he gonna have to make that campaign. Like he gonna have to really tell us, I'm gonna prove to y'all how great, whether I win or lose, who y'all want me to fight, and I'm fighting.
Yeah. Right.
That's the
Yeah,
only
and I
thing he
think
can
that's
do.
his only 100%, bro.
That's
it
the
can't
only
be
thing he can
no
do.
weak ass halfway decision point win either. Or people still will be like, you're a C-level fighter. I'm not really that interested. It's either go all the way or nothing, AB at this point. So I don't really know what he's gonna do. He seemed like he was in half decent shape for it, but then again, you're fighting a B-class fighter, so it really nobody cared that much, honestly.
And y'all, we got 20 minutes left because you know Joshua about to fight in like
20
minutes.
Let's hit on that right quick.
Let's just had to let y'all know that.
Undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. We got Usyk tonight versus my boy AJ. Who you got in this one, man? Who you got?
Oh, you talking about
all y'all can if y'all go watch it.
See, I don't know, man.
I think the curse of AJ, he gonna lose. Lose. It's the case
of
Usyk,
man.
He too technical.
Yeah. He too technical. He's not a fighter. He's
too stiff.
Right. He moves like a fucking bodybuilder. He's big, stiff.
You know who he fight like?
He fights tall.
And guess who he fight like, y'all? He fight like who the guy? What was the Russian that Rocky beat in Rocky 4?
Dragunov. Yeah.
Him.
Drago.
Dragic.
I'm talking about.
Remember how stiff Drago was?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
how AJ. AJ is the black Drago. He's too stiff.
Right.
100%, bro.
And I don't like boxers that let other people speak for them.
Yeah.
All the greats. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't let nobody speak for him.
Hell nah.
Sugar Ray ain't run behind it's whoever they want me to fight.
Right.
Sugar Ray said I fight Tommy Hearns. Even when he was ducking the Hitman, he did it on his terms. I fight the Hitman when he reached the popularity of a Roberto Duran.
Right.
AJ let Eddie Hearn speak.
Eddie Hearn speak for him every time, bro. He let Eddie Hearn get on the mic and talk for him.
Two black men, AJ Wilder was supposed to make hundreds of millions, and you let a white man for his own greed. Come on now, boxing, like Mike Tyson said a long time ago, he was like, most opponents become our friends because this is how we feed our family. Me giving you a fight is me extending love to you, basically.
Right.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Because without the fight, you can't make no money.
That's right.
Right. At the pro
So
level.
by AJ
yeah.
not letting Wilder, because I'm a Wilder speak up for his. I'm a Wilder.
Yeah, facts.
I love
Right.
Wilder.
Right.
So for you not to, you giving these Europeans, Alexander came from cruiserweight, and that God let him lose the karma.
Right.
You just got him get paid, but Wilder
That's a good
couldn't get
point.
paid.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good
So,
point.
Because
Our
of his
homeboy just
hypocrisy.
came back from a whole war, so
You feel me?
you know he about that life.
So because of his hypocrisy, I'm kind of hoping AJ lose. Because
I agree with you.
All the fighters that's playing games and making it political, I want them to lose. I want Canelo to. Well, I don't want Canelo to lose to Triple G because Triple G is just, he's one of the biggest gimmicks. They created Triple G.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
That's respect.
But yeah, we gonna end it right there. I think we all picking Usyk. He gonna retain all the belts, and then after that, I don't know. I like maybe a Big Baby Anderson could step up and challenge him because I want to see some new blood in there, the heavyweight division, instead of the same people fighting the same people. So Usyk might hold on to them belts for a while, man, if he beats AJ again, because I don't really see anybody stepping up to challenge him like that now that Tyson Fury is retired.
Right. Tyson
Fury ain't retired.
I don't think he is either, but I don't see him fight
Those
Usyk.
are political. See, Tyson Fury, you got to think, he got the mob behind him, meaning you got Bob Erm, you got Frank Warren. They know the business. So when Tyson Fury cheated to beat Wilder and did all that, you know, I'm salty. But they knew sometimes you don't need the belt. Once the public know you that guy, it's like, look, business-wise, relinquish the belt and you could come back at any time.
Right. Because the boxing organizations have killed the meanings of the belts anyway, so that doesn't matter at all.
It don't matter. It only matters for certain fighters.
Right.
Like
mostly,
right now, AB, Adrian Broner, he don't need a belt.
No.
Right now, if they said AB was about to fight
Demetrius Andretti,
I'm gonna say Keith Thurman.
Word.
Because they in a similar funk. Everybody gonna tune in. Everybody gonna tune in.
You're right. Because they know who
Broner
they are.
already made he don't need a belt no more.
Right.
A lot of these boxers need to go to the school of marketing. They need to study Ali. They don't know how to market. It's just, I'm going to fight who they tell me to fight. And that's why, who has their own character? Back in the day, it was more legendary. It wasn't just Ray Leonard. It was Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right.
It was
Facts.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Right.
It was Thomas the Hitman.
They made that shit a spectacle.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Wilfred Benitez, he was a welterweight champ at 17. A lot of these boxers had legendary storylines within them. Now it's just stiff.
Just generic.
I want to thank Al Heyman. We don't pick no fighters.
Right.
Muhammad Ali ain't never let nobody speak for him.
Oh, man. That AB's ran against Litter Ellaby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was classic, though.
You ain't with me.
Yeah, you ain't
I
with
was Mayweather Promotions. Yeah, you ain't with me.
And then he said, shut that soft ass shit up.
Soft ass shit up. Get into it, Joe.
See, AB made too many enemies in boxing to be losing.
Right.
He made too many enemies to be losing. That's why he pulled out the fight. He pulled out the fight because Al Heyman, the powers that be, looked at AB and said, you know, if you lose, you do.
You're done.
I hope you invested.
Right.
Because you do.
And the Al Heymans of the world, if they don't fuck with you, you're never getting a fight again.
You're done.
Facts.
They control boxing. You know what I'm saying? They control boxing. Right now, it's probably a fighter that's a welterweight that could beat Bud and Earl, but they don't got the right representation.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Let me find the next Manny Pacquiao over there in the Philippines. Come over here.
That's what made Marvin Hagler in his prime so dominant because he had to fight his way to status.
Facts.
I'm not saying Sugar Ray was that guy.
Yeah.
A lot of
but
people
very marketable. They pushed the
There you
thing
go.
behind him, but Marvin Hagler was like, "Yo, who wants the smoke? I'm pulling up in some boots, nigga."
He got to fight. Marvin Hagler first 40 fights. He fighting in bar rooms and, you know,
Legit.
that's a different route.
Yeah.
That's a different frustration.
Right. He's one of my all-time favorites, man. Marvelous Hagler. No, I'm saying one of the boxing goats, made it from the bottom, from the mud, became a world champ. I think he beat Sugar Ray in that fight.
I disagree. I disagree.
Oh, man.
I disagree.
Oh,
I disagree. I disagree.
I'm glad you brought him
I disagree.
on here. I'm glad
I
you
disagree.
brought him on here, Stuart.
Let's hear it.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna tell you what
Marvin
happened.
won that fight, man.
See, boxing is also entertaining. I'm gonna tell you why Sugar Ray won.
All right, lay it on me, bro.
Because technical, they both. Sugar Ray Leonard stole the moment.
True.
When you steal the moment and you got the crowd at the end talking about Sugar Ray, Sugar Ray. The man was laid. He was off of boxing for 5 years. He had one fight in 5 years, messed up retina. Marvin Hagler was a straight killer. You come straight off the streets and go straight to the marvelous one and survive. If you look at the documentary, if y'all never seen it, when they used to do the HBO Tale of the Tapes, go look at the Tale of the Tape, Ray versus Hagler, when the guy say, at some point of the fight, people stop watching the fight and they watch Ray. When you capture the people mind, even if we go back and count the punches, because I really believe Hagler wasn't hurt. Hagler put more hurting on Sugar Ray than Sugar Ray put on Hagler that fight, because Hagler is just serious. But Sugar Ray took the moment, man. He knew to do the bolo punch.
Yeah,
right. He knew
right.
about entertainment. He stole that from Ali. Ali, what Ali used to do when he fought Frazier.
The
shuffle.
He talked to the crowd. He entertained the people. So even if they would have made Marvin win, people left being inspired by Ray Leonard's performance. Because Ray Leonard used it again. He was supposed to get killed. All he had to do was not get killed.
Yeah, true.
So Hagler had a messed up game plan. Hagler wanted. Ray Leonard messed with Hagler brain so much.
He did.
That
he didn't even want to fight him again.
He fought himself and this and that. Ray Leonard messed with his mind. He beat him with his mind. So I feel like he deserved.
Rematch never happened.
Damn.
Because Hagler felt like the sport was corrupt, but you should have known. That's the sugar man.
Right.
That's the sugar man.
Right.
You got to beat the sugar man up.
Yeah.
Man, for y'all that don't know, go back and watch that match. Marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Sugar Ray Leonard. I forgot what year it happened.
That's 1987.
87. One of the closest, best fights I've ever seen in my life.
Classic. I think it's top 5 greatest.
Drop it in the comments. Who won? Drop it in the comments. It was so close, bro. So close. But that was a classic.
Look, this is another reason why Sugar Ray. The moments that Hagler was beating Ray up, Sugar Ray made it look so good.
Yeah,
he getting beat up, and then you hear the commentary. What they say? Ray Leonard fights off the ropes. He captured their mind.
Yep, he did.
Ray Leonard fighting off the ropes.
That's a classic, man. Y'all gotta go back and watch that one, man. Yes, sir.
Go back and watch that fight. That was a good fight.
But we gotta start wrapping it up because you're right. The prelims about to start on this mug.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see. What's the major thing we need to talk about? Because the fights is about to start. So all I wanted to notice, I wanted to talk about football, of course. So Deshaun Watson, Deshaun.
He was set up.
11 days. He said he was set up.
He was set up.
How you feel about it?
He was set up.
Let's hear it. How you feel about it?
Coincidences. Soon as he say, I'm going to leave Texas. I want to leave Houston. The allegations come. It's true. Money. It's money. They like, you think you going to sign this deal with us and just roll? So they first tried to punish him by getting rid of D-Hop.
Right.
That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
They do things like this. I'm not saying he wasn't doing shit with the massage therapist, but they sick them on him.
Right.
Niggas is sick. He probably thought he was in his right. And they said, we got you.
Yeah.
We got you. Because it's always going to be your word against theirs. But I don't think they not going to convince me that my people was just stupid like that.
Right.
You don't gotta do.
100%, bro.
He could go pay for some PUSSY.
Right.
He could go
Facts.
pay for it.
Facts.
You ain't gonna tell me he could know a whole playbook. It take intelligence to be great at football because all it takes is one false move for you to get hit and break your neck out here. You gotta have some type of intelligence. But you want me to think he don't got the intelligence to know I could just go pay for some stuff?
Yeah, I agree, man. He was set up. He was definitely set up. I don't understand how you do that many amount of times without thinking it was just okay to do it. And then all of a sudden,
With
out the
100
woodwork, they
girls.
go,
Right.
you feel me? They go
All of a sudden, 100 girls
Right.
coming out to play.
Right.
He wanted me to
Right.
play with his butt. No.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know, they set him
Exactly.
up. They
And
set
I'm
him
like,
up.
yo, how does this
Yeah.
happen 100 times before we even find out about the shit?
You
And
right.
they
It
make it
worked.
seem like the fact that they did it a bunch of times made them seem like some kind of crazy sexual predator or something like that. And I'm like, bro, these are all civil suits, first off. So that just means they want some fucking money, honestly.
That's what they
None of
want.
these were criminal suits. He didn't rape or, R word,
And
rape. I'm gonna go
sometimes
ahead
it's
and
not
say
even
it.
the women. It's
Yeah.
people we
Right.
don't know that's controlling money,
Yeah.
that's
It's deep,
paying,
bro.
I
Yeah.
agree.
paying these females.
Right.
It's
Hey, look,
much deeper than what
it's
we're
deeper.
seeing on ESPN, bro. Much deeper.
And
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, though, in order for him to get the money, because he getting grace, the Cleveland Browns then gave him grace. But one of the agreements is, don't be no Muhammad Ali. You're gonna get your money, but don't expose. Because Deshaun Watson, once he done with the NFL, we really probably know the truth. The same way
Right.
RG3 got a book exposing. We knew the Redskins was wicked how they treated RG3.
Facts.
They shouldn't have put him back in that playoff.
Yep. Dre talk about that all the time, yo.
Yeah, they shouldn't have put him back.
You're right. But that's just how it goes. What about you, Dre? I know you. How you feel about this?
Man, he hit the nail on the head, bro. They didn't want him to go nowhere, so they found out a way to punish him, bro. They, like he said, they have wicked ways, bro. Like it's just like old boy from the coach from coach that used to coach Chucky. They used to coach the Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh, Gruden.
Like how you happen to just leak some shit? No.
Right.
They wanted your ass up out of there. They just had to find a fucking way to do it.
Exactly, man.
And you know they do it because look what Chucky did. Now see, Chucky got caught because they some racist motherfuckers.
Right.
But they still violated. But everybody have privacy. Like that was a conversation that was private. I'm not taking up for racist Chucky, but it was private. The NFL were being slick because Daniel Snyder, for whatever reason, he getting shook down. You got some other white people. It ain't even the Indians. It's some white people that's controlling, like how the Jewish own the NAACP. It's some Jewish people that's owning some Indian type thing, and they're trying to take over the Redskins. Come on, man. The Redskins been the Redskins for 50 years. Niggas celebrated. All of a sudden, people are mad. No, that was the way to shake down Snyder, and they had women. Hey, shake them down.
Right.
Start pressing them out. Chucky was just a casualty at war. He was just used. And Chucky like, damn, y'all gonna fuck me over because y'all trying to get the Snyder?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna sue the NFL.
Right.
I'm gonna sue y'all. So since I'm blackballed for the rest of my life, because you gonna get blackballed saying some of the things that Chucky got caught saying.
That's for sure.
He went out suing him, and he's going to win.
Yep.
I agree.
But even
sometimes
though
it backfires.
Even though he wins, he'll still be blackballed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting blackballed. He's getting blackballed.
You can't say no racist shit in 2021 and get away with that shit.
They need the black athlete, and black culture control the trend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, the white money gonna be the ones who buy the tickets and sell out. But the black, we set the trend.
Yeah.
We the ones that keep the talking going.
Right.
We out there fucking playing the game.
We're playing. So they can't let Chucky come back.
Facts.
Right.
Chucky can't come back.
Facts.
Just like Donald Sterling couldn't come back.
Yeah.
But this the difference. This what they do. When it's a nigga in that position, they make sure the nigga leave with nothing.
Exactly.
Facts.
Donald Sterling left
there.
with $2 billion.
Right.
They like, look, you can't represent us,
Look how the Browns did
but
Hugh
we gonna give
Jackson,
you $2
bruh.
billion.
Look how the Browns
Exactly.
did Hugh Jackson, bruh.
See what I'm saying?
Like
That's
for
just how it go.
example, like not too long ago,
Mm-mm-mm.
head coach for the Dolphins. I forgot the brother's name, bro, but
Yeah,
He
Flores.
went public. Flores.
Yeah.
it went public, right? And then next thing you know what I'm saying, the Dolphins is getting fined for doing this and
Mm-hmm.
that. They got it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so obviously he was telling the truth. They had, you know what I'm saying? He was telling the truth about the situation and
Hell
whatnot.
yeah. They
So-
give a black coach unrealistic goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how dirty they are. Look how dirty they are. They let Tony Dungy build up Tampa Bay.
Right.
That same Tampa Bay team could have won the Super Bowl. It's just about timing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
this team is ready. You're fired. Come on, Chucky. And
Yep.
Chucky looking like, hey, I did it. Nigga,
Right.
you won a ring with Tony Dungy team.
Exactly.
Right.
Facts.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I got respect. I'm going all over the place. They did the same thing with Golden State, but now
God damn it.
But we got to give Steve Kerr. See, the one
Yes,
thing
sir.
I give Steve Kerr credit for, Steve Kerr publicly said, my job was easy. Mark Jackson already built
Facts.
the new.
We gave Mark
Once he
Jackson
gave him
credit.
credit, I got to
See?
respect Steve Kerr.
Right.
Yeah.
And he gave credit to the players, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already.
Because the play,
Mark
right,
Jackson
right.
created a foundation, but it
100%.
was different. They didn't really fire Mark because it was like, hey, get the black man building up. Mark Jackson made comments against homosexuality.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Once
and
he
that
made it
blackballed
common,
him.
because they asked him about the player who came out gay. You know, he a minister. He
Yeah.
don't believe in it.
He don't
So
believe it,
his
yeah.
comment was, "I'm gonna pray for him."
Right.
Once they said it, oh no,
We got to get him out of there.
you got to be sensitive to that gay
Yeah.
thing in sports,
Yep.
or you're done. You're
Right.
done.
Facts.
Right.
It's facts.
Yeah,
Couldn't have
man.
said it better myself, man. See, that hit the nail. That warrior shit hit me hard. You are so right. I
Yeah,
talk about
man.
this shit so
Yeah.
much, bro.
Same.
Oh
I
God.
don't even want Mark Jackson to
Same.
come back with coaching because I need to always, Mama, there goes that man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need to hear that.
For
Unless
sure.
he coaches college. Get him under some kids, that'd be cool.
Him, Van Gundy, and Mike Brim, that's a hell of a.
Oh,
Ooh-wee.
man.
That's a hell of a. They know
Yeah, the bang.
basketball. Yeah, the bang. All
The
three
bang.
of them play their
Yeah,
part.
all of them.
All
Yeah,
three of them.
They do.
Right.
I respect it.
Man, I got feed pops, man. I just want to tell y'all it was been a great interview, man.
Yeah, I was just about to wrap it up,
get 'em
man.
some
Look,
food, man.
we appreciate you, man. You was a real one. I'm so glad that we got to do this. Hey,
I'm so
man,
glad.
man.
you family around here now, bro.
Yeah, you already know, man.
You family
So
around
we
here.
got Big Ruck. Everybody call my man Ruck. This
Yeah.
is Dre.
Yes,
And
sir.
They
what's
call
your
me
name
Stu.
again?
They just call me Stu.
And my man
Stu.
Stu.
Yeah,
Like
just
I told y'all, man, this was more than an interview. I feel like I just gained 3 new friends, bro. I'm gonna be
for
keeping
sure.
up with y'all.
Yeah,
Sure,
man.
man.
Please.
I'm gonna just be hitting y'all up just to talk sports, man.
hey, that's what we
Please,
do.
man. Yeah,
That's
Just
I'm
to
here
talk
for it.
hip hop and sports, bro. Like this
That's
is
what we do.
this is
here
what I
for
like
it.
to do.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
Sometimes, hey, we could get together. We could make little watch parties with these fights and all
Hey,
that.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. I'm with
word.
it.
No cap. I'm with
I'm
it.
with it.
I'm with
And
it.
I gotta have y'all on some of my platforms discussing the sports and stuff.
Hey, let us
yes.
know.
When,
Yes.
Let
we
us
have
know.
to, in the future, we're gonna have to talk about Bud and Earl. We gonna have
Yeah.
to talk
Oh
about,
man, yes.
that's
the
that
world
deserve
needs
a
it.
whole nother
Let
A
us
whole
know.
episode.
a
But
whole
shit,
episode.
Before
Yes,
you go,
sir.
let us know what you got coming, man. Let the people know what you got coming before you go.
Blunt Rap ENT, man, we coming more music right now. We working
Yes, sir.
with music. I got a project, all the songs mixed and mastered. I'm just trying to put a video together. The tape is called On Doe, On Lane. It's coming. It's soulful. I produced the whole track. People gonna
Okay.
get. I feel like I make that music. I call it that Rocky motivational music. Remember
Ooh,
when Rocky
wee.
got to fight and
Yes,
that
sir.
music come on to make you motivate? I feel like I
Right.
make that music that's gonna make. If somebody in the car and they on their way to work, if they hear my music, it's gonna help them get through that 8-hour shift.
Mm.
I love it.
The boxer that's training, if they hear my music, it's gonna make them stay on the heavy bag a little longer.
Right.
We making music to uplift people, so we can look out for that. My artist, Easky, shout out to the Blunt Rap Capo. He
Mhm.
just released a song featuring Dick Gregory, a classic Dick
Ooh.
Gregory skit. It's called
Ooh.
Athletes and Entertainers. We had to put Dick Gregory's name on it because he the one who always, I don't like athletes. And what Dick be like, I don't be around athletes.
I don't be around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got that's streaming right now, Athletes and Entertainers. We producing a podcast. Shout out to the Indigo Queen. It's called Miss Me With It Podcast. I might have to get y'all on one of the episodes.
Hey, that's cool.
What else, man? I'm working with a fashion designer. She lets me do her photography for practice. It's called Fashion 101. Shout out to the beautiful Miss Andra. I'm telling you, man, if she was on the screen, say hi to the people. Say hi to the
Hey, how you doing?
Our views just went up. Our views just shot up. Sky high.
Shut up like that, no?
Tripled them.
Okay.
But she's a minister, a fashion designer, a fashion consultant, an author. Sometimes I got to be around people that's doing stuff so I can get motivated. So it ain't even like we doing business. I just want her around me so I could be motivated. So that's all I'm doing, bro. I'm putting the work in, bro.
Hey, man, look, keep grinding. I told you before we started talking, I respect the grind. You out here working, G. I love it. Just keep going, brother. Man, we here.
And guess what y'all just did? Y'all don't know. Y'all made history. This is the first platform that we ever got physically BluntRap Bird in it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Like we got material with them, but it's just this audio.
Right.
Yeah, the legend.
So this is the first platform that got BluntRap Bird in the physical. So this is monumental, man. I'm telling you.
I love it, bro.
Appreciate him.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Oh, man, this is great. I love it. I ain't gonna hold you too long because I know you got other stuff.
I'm gonna text y'all and hit y'all up after the fight and see what y'all think about.
Right.
AJ.
Facts.
All right, just hit the gram, man. We appreciate it. Well,
thank y'all, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yo,
LOC, man, with the RNC. Remember, you know the motto. You know what I'm saying? Haters hate, we don't give a fuck. I'll let y'all. Peace.